Get over here! Mortal Kombat 11, Mcfarlane, Scorpion! Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Mcfarlane Mortal Kombat review. As we all got Mortal Kombat madness as the new movie is approaching. It's going to be out very soon, and it's making me itchier and itchier for Mortal Kombat. The nostalgia is a real thing. Mortal Kombat 2 were my wheelhouse, and no character was stronger and more popular in my old schoolyard playground, whatever you want to call it, than old Scorpion. But remember, for all your Mortal Kombat figure needs, hit up Big Bad Toy Store. Link in the description below. So we continue our quest like a game of Pokemon. You got to catch them all, and that's what we're doing with the Mcfarlane Mortal Kombat. Series 11 on this one, video game 11, I guess it would be called, but the traditional yellow box with the 11 series. So very interesting to note there. But Scorpion, a long-time fan favorite, along with Sub-Zero. Scorpion, kind of the yin and yangs of each other. Everybody loved Scorpion back in the day. Get Over Here was a playground favorite we would do when we reenacted Mortal Kombat on the mean streets of the playground. That's just what happened. You know, I'd be Sub-Zero, somebody would be Scorpion, and it would get crazy. That's the way it went. But very interesting. This Scorpion is not my Scorpion. I say that a lot about figures. When I close my eyes and I think of Scorpion, it's definitely not this Scorpion. So my guess is, once again, I've never played this video game. I'm guessing Scorpion looks like this now, or it's an alternate uniform for Scorpion. I'm sure, like most Mortal Kombat games, there's codes to put in. You can have a classic Scorpion. You can have different Scorpions. I'm sure it's just changed throughout the years, and I'm sure you can do all that kind of stuff. But when I close my eyes and think Scorpion, I'm not thinking of this Scorpion. So I'm not sure if I'll like this one as much when I get out of the package, but saw it. You guys know how it is. I just had to have it. I had to have this Scorpion. So we're going to unbox this, but we're going to do it like we normally do it. We're going to take a look at the packaging first, talk about it, unbox it, talk about it, and see where it goes from there. So there it is. I love that yellow packaging on this one, though. It really pops off the shelf. If you guys watch my action figure hunting videos on the channel, cheap plug, you guys saw how I descended into this madness. I knew of these figures and everything, but I turned the corner outside of the NECA section and walked through the game aisle, and I saw old Shao Kahn just sitting there in this bright yellow packaging like this. Caught my eyes, made me itchy, and the descent into madness began, and we're off to the races. And here we are unboxing Scorpion on the channel. But look at that. He's got a couple of weapons in there, a couple sword blades. He's got his very famous, what is that, hook? I don't know what you even call it. Like spear that he shoots out. Very cool. Scorpion on the bottom, Mortal Kombat 11 at the top. Ages 14 and up, so make sure those kids are not touching this. There's Scorpion on the side. I mean, I get it, Scorpion. There's enough yellow there to tell me it's Scorpion, but it just doesn't feel like Scorpion. I mean, does that make sense? I think it does. Mortal Kombat 11. Mcfarlane Toys logo at the top. The old Spawn logo, I always think of it as. He's got his sword down here. I've noticed that on every single figure it has their weapon here. And then you got the back, which we love. I love that glamour shot. Just wish there was some promotional images of somebody else, and I wish there was a little blurb. Warnings down below, and there it is. All right, without further ado, let's see what's going on in the land of Scorpion here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Got to unbox him. Got to cut the tape. There it is. Sawed off. Got the stand in there. I'm not going to fish that thing out, as you guys know what stands are for these. But there it is. Got that cool yellow background with the yellow motif. There's the stand. See you later. There's the stand. I got one handy, so we'll just pretend this is for Scorpion. All right, I'm soaking it in. One thing I got to commend Mcfarlane for, say what you want, especially I got my gripes with the DC line, but boy, his figures, they look good. I rarely ever see paint application issues. Every once in a blue moon you get a joint issue, but very rarely. These truly walk the line of statue and figure. So there it is. There's Scorpion looking only like he can look. He looks great in the old plastic prison, but soaking this one in, we got the two blades. We got a short blade, a long blade. We got the two sheaths. Is that what they're called? Sheaths? I believe that's right. And then I don't know what his little rope type spear deal is, but he's definitely got that thing. That's when I think Scorpion, that's what I think of. Soaking that in. Very cool. Harpoon, I don't know what we call it, but it's cool. I know that. Can we get all the stuff out? Taped in there well. You guys know Mcfarlane. He doesn't mess around on this stuff either when it comes to taping stuff in. It's always been that way. Even back to the 90s with the old Spawn toys. I mean, they were locked in for life. There it is. Jeez. Can I get him out? There it is. I think we got it, guys. I think we're there. Maybe. Jeez. Get over here. See you later. Come on, Scorpion. Get with the times. All right. Let me fix him up here. Get him straightened out. Like I said, the paint apps are amazing on this one. No issues here. A lot of sharp little plastic pieces, though. Every time you play with these or move these around, you get little indentions on your hand because it's so sharp and kind of pointy. Holy cow, we got some amazing doubled knees that really have a ratchet noise to them. You got the waist articulation. You got the double knees, like I said. You got the foot even moves, of course. You got the ankle rock up and down. No side to side on the ankles, though. And you got the waist that moves. You got the elbows. Double jointed elbows. Yep, you got the wrist articulation. You got the head articulation. A lot of articulation on these bad boys, as you can imagine. There's our two blades. Short and long blade. The sheath they go in. So I wonder if this plugs in somewhere. This is where you got to be smarter than the toy. Oh, there it is. Sometimes I do it. Sometimes I'm smart enough. I can figure it out. I'm sure it'll take a little work to pop in, but yeah, it goes right on the side there. There's little plug-in points. Very hard to see, so it does blend in very well. If you don't want to have these on, you're not going to notice them out of the eye, but you're going to have to do some work to get them to fit in there. That is for sure. And there's even a third port for the other one. So you can get both of these on the side. I'll get into the nice glamour shot pictures. But very cool. Now, how does this one work, though? This is the one I don't really understand. I guess you swing it in his hand and put it like so. And he's getting over here. Very cool. Very cool Scorpion. He's got just a little bit of yellow highlights down here, a little bit up top. That's what tells you it's Scorpion. If you would take this yellow out of here, I'd say, okay, is it Sub-Zero? Is it Smoke? Who is this exactly? Is it Reptile? I don't know. So I see this with the yellow. I know, hey, Scorpion, but it's very close. So I can see a lot of repaints in our future. They're getting the most out of these molds. They already have. I don't know how many Mortal Kombat Scorpions have been released so far, but it's actually been quite a few. You know, one thing I want to check, ringsidecollectibles.com. They have the best stands in the game, so universal. Use discount code Kyle, save yourself 10%. I've never tried it on a Mortal Kombat figure, but you don't really have to. They come with stands, but I wanted just for science sake. Does it fit? And it fits for science. If you're not happy with those Mortal Kombat they're thinner stands, but I appreciate getting free stands with my figures. Ringside Collectible stands do work for these Mcfarlane Mortal Kombat figures. So for those of you wondering at home, there you go. Comes off there very easily. But I don't know. I can't say too much more about this guy. I like him. I like the dead eyes that Scorpion has here. Just the white in the eyes. I think it looks really mean, really vicious, really Stone Cold Killer-esque. So very cool figure here. One thing I will do, let's do this the ringside. So you're saying ringside stands. We'll do the Mortal Kombat stand. There he is right there. One question I've been asked in messages is, Kyle, how do these scale? What's the scale with these guys? You can see him next to Shao Kahn, the one that started all the madness for me. Shao is bigger, as he should be. That makes sense. But then somebody said, hey, Kyle, what about the DC Mcfarlane figures? Obviously, he's most known for his DC figures at this point. You know, that's my opinion, at least. Maybe yours is different. But I have, yep, there it is right here. So I got Superman from the DC line. This is, when I think of Superman, this is what I think of. But how does it scale against Scorpion? Pretty much about the same size. Pretty much right in the same scale. And I'm smart enough to know, I haven't played Mortal Kombat, but I do know in recent years DC characters have been put into the Mortal Kombat line. So I can see a lot of guys crossing figures over. I'm thinking of myself with the DC, what is that, Death Metal Batman I have. I don't really have a spot for that, but he would fit in okay, I feel like, in a Mortal Kombat line. So I might just very well do that. But that's how he fits. And then another question I got, which I never thought of myself either, was Marvel Select. We love Marvel Select. Tell a story. We talk a lot of Marvel Select on here. I pick and choose my Marvel Select figures, though. I don't get all of them, but I pick and choose. And they always kind of remind me of these DC Mcfarlane. Obviously, Marvel Select's one of the longest going toy lines. I mean, they've been around for a long time. A lot longer than the DC Mcfarlane figures. But a lot of people want to know how they scale. And here's Spider-Man, the latest Marvel Select Spider-Man, a very cool figure. But you can see he scales pretty good next to Scorpion and then Superman. So you can kind of see a little bit of a scale here. They're all in that 7-inch scale, so it does work. Spider-Man, you know, is a smaller figure usually, so you're going to get some of the bigger Marvel Select figures that'll obviously be taller. And then even some of the DC Mcfarlane, like, was it not Doomsday? It should be Doomsday, but I think they call him Devastator. He's going to be a little bit bigger as well. So I think the scaling works okay. I could see people that collect Mortal Kombat mixing some of these Marvel Select, some of these DC Mcfarlane superhero figures, putting those in the trenches here, putting there a little smoke and mirrors, a little of that going on. You got a whole Mortal Kombat universe of guys that scale together. So I think that looks really cool. I like to say the Marvel Selects have a little bit more to do with Mcfarlane than they do Marvel Legends, as they kind of cross that line between statue and action figure, the same line Mcfarlane does as well. So interesting times if you're a figure collector, different scales, different sizes, some of the smoke and mirrors you can do. It's up to your personal preference really at this point. But there's a little comparison here. I thought I'd do that in this video here for Scorpion. You guys tell me in the comments, you picking up any of these Mortal Kombat figures? You picking up the DC? What are you collecting out of this kind of stuff? Do you scale? Do you mix? Do you match? All that kind of fun stuff. You can tell me all about it in the comments. Don't forget to like the video. You made it this far, you might as well. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. As you guys know, I got videos every single day, so hit the notification bell. Follow me on social media at SirPaul64, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson, belowthecollar.com, Kyle Peterson. And for Mortal Kombat, DC Mcfarlane, Marvel Select, Shao Kahn, I'm Kyle. See you guys all real soon.